Alright, we have a story for you this week. Do you recognize this guy? That's Fu Manchu. Fu Manchu is a super criminal. He's actually a fictional character created by Sax Rohmer and an English author. However, today's story is about how he ended up in jail and what happened when he was actually in jail. So as I mentioned, he's a notorious criminal, and over the years he stole many things and valuables from innocent people, and they could never ever be found or retrieved. So finally they caught him and he got tried, and of course he was guilty and he got a life sentence. But before they put him in jail, they wanted to make sure that he had none of the valuables with him. Once they decided that he was fine, so they placed him in jail, and there he stayed, and once again it was a life sentence. However, they still continued to try and find his valuables, and they couldn't find them or retrieve them at all. So periodically what they would do is they would actually take him out of his cell and actually check the walls, make sure there were no secret compartments. In fact, they also checked the floor of his cell, make sure there was no trapdoors there. And once they were satisfied, they placed him back in jail. And once again, there he stayed until he actually died. Now, once he died, they realized that he would have to have a funeral, of course, but it's not going to be any royal funeral because after all, he's a criminal. So it was a very plain funeral that they had for him, and they used these caskets which looked like these tin boxes, very plain. Now, as it turns out, two other criminals, lesser known criminals, died on the same day, and they were also buried with identical caskets. Now, what happened next was very strange. After the service, they took Fu Manchu and they laid him down in the casket. And as they were laying him down, beads fell out of his robe. Now, the first thing everybody thought about is these must be valuable beads, but it turns out they were just plain old beads. Now, the media and the public were very disappointed about this, so they decided that these had to be magical beads. So they took the three caskets to the cemetery, and now this is where I need your help, because on the way to the cemetery the caskets got mixed up. So they said, oh, how can we identify which one is Fu Manchu and which ones are the lesser known criminals? And they said, that's no problem, just shape the casket and you know which one is Fu Manchu's. So that's fine, but they still had a problem, and this is where I need your help. As I mentioned on the way, caskets got mixed up, okay? So I want you to keep a very careful eye on them, okay? Are you ready? Okay. Which one is Fu Manchu's casket? This one, you say? It's this one. Right, once again, keep a very careful eye on them, okay? Here we go. Are you ready? All right. Okay. So again, which one is Fu Manchu's casket? This one? It's this one. Okay. All right, keep an eye on this one again. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay. Okay, which one is it now? That one? It's this one. One more chance, okay? All right. All right. Which one is it? This one? No. It's this one. It turns out, after all, they were magical beads. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Take care now. See you next week. Bye-bye.